welcome you all once back again to Here You Know vlog. It's Here You Know because at the end of this video, we're definitely going to know more about the song we're analyzing today. I'm still your regular host, Christopher, and I'm going straight into the song because a fan hit me up and said, please, can you analyze SOSO by Omah Lay? On a normal, SOSO is not the kind of song I analyze. There are criteria on which I choose the songs I analyze. And one of those criteria is it must be a difficult song. Some songs that are quite explanatory are not really my kind of songs to analyze. Secondly, it must attain a global hit outside the shores of Africa. For this reason, I didn't choose to analyze SOSO by Omah Lay from the onset. But there was a request, like I promised, if you have any song you want me to analyze, send me a message. So I'm just going to fulfill that promise and dive into this song. But we're going to be quick on this one. But before I get into this one, I want to plead with everyone listening right now. If you've not actually subscribed, please, it's free of charge. I'll pause for a second for you to subscribe. Please, do me this favor to subscribe. We're on our journey to 100 subscribers. I definitely know now that getting the subscribers ain't an easy thing. But we move. They say a humble beginning lasts forever. So please help me and support me in this my humble beginning. That being said, let's get into the song. SOSO is a song from Omah Lay, out from his album Boy Alone. SOSO to me is quite an easy song if you listen to it passively. But a deep knowledge of the backstory will make you understand it's not quite an easy song to understand. So the song SOSO is written from a dark side of Omah Lay. To understand SOSO lyrically, you have to understand that backstory. And what's the backstory? I'll definitely tell you the backstory before I explain the lyrics. In September 2021, Omah Lay was said to have fallen in love with his ex-girlfriend. Amidst every forewarning given to him not to publicize that relationship online from his PR, A&R, record label staffs, he went against those warnings and published the girl on his Instagram as the love of his life. And you might want to ask why they were holding him back not to post these pictures. Normally, every musician you see is a part of a big team. Music business is not run by one person. They always have an A&R, which means artist representative. They have P&R, which means personnel and public relation representative. They have brand managers. They have endorsement team that sees about the endorsements. They have the record label owner, the staffs of the record label that sees about streaming and what have you. So, normally when male artists or male celebrities are being branded, it takes a whole lot of work to brand them, to present them to the public. And when that happens and goes successfully, the record label wouldn't want any male artist who is a celebrity out there to be seen with any lady in the public as his girlfriend, because that alone can reduce the sales of an artist they've worked so hard to build. Because this artist's selling depends more on how they are being perceived by the ladies out there. Every lady wants to fantasize as their celebrity crush more on a male celebrity who is single. So most of the celebrities who are even entangled or in a relationship seem not to put their relationship out there because it helps project their sales. Omah Lay was told not to post the picture of this girl. But Omah Lay went contrary to that music business code and posted this picture. You won't blame the boy. He was in love. But after he posted this picture, a few days later, the internet went on a rampage of searching for receipts. And this receipt yielded a result that wouldn't go towards Omah Lay's favor, which is his ex-girlfriend was seen with another guy having their time of their life. This really broke Omah Lay, and Omah Lay had to end the relationship. Ending the relationship wasn't a win-win situation for him because his move was against the label's policy. Probably he has two ends to actually make up for: his business side of the music and the personnel who see that his music and brand flourish. So at this point, you can see where the inspiration of this music came from. So talking about the video, it's a very dark and colorful video that epitomized what he was going through. He started with this ladies on dark aesthetics, roving around him, masquerades. And in that video, he was just helpless. They were staining his dress, they were having control over him, and that's what he was trying to tell you in that video. His emotions got the best of him. This emotion brought about fear. This emotion brought about a whole lot of things that found him in a cage where he couldn't express himself. Because in that video, he was on bended knees, which means he was on his knees and couldn't do much. While this masquerade that epitomizes fear, this ladies that epitomizes darkness, rove around him, stain him, do with him what he wouldn't want. Going into the verse 1, probably Soso was a girl Omah Lay fell back to when he was going through this passage of healing after his breakup with his ex. Soso might be his friend with benefit, but for sure I know Soso is someone that he was too open to share his vulnerability with. Someone he wasn't scared to share his pain with. So in the song, you can hear him calling Soso all through to come and take this pain away, share this pain with him. And that being said, let's dive into the verse so you can know better what he meant when he was calling on Soso to come and have her share of his pain. The song says, Soso, take my pain away. Soso might be a friend he met after the heartbreak who actually was there for him, sexually, beneficiary, maybe friends with benefit. And probably that's the only person that kept him company and the only person he can actually open his vulnerability to. Given the fact that I told you that he probably wasn't in a good terms with his label boss, label staffs, record label, P&Rs and A&Rs, So yeah, the chorus started with Soso, take his pain away. Soso, take his pain away. He said my, but I'm using the second person verb here. Soso, take his pain away. Soso, take his pain away. Because only Soso is who knows him better at that point. So it makes sense if he only talks to Soso, who can actually handle his vulnerability at that point. After that, the verse 1 gets in and he said, all the things they talk he didn't hear. Yeah, he's probably referring to his record label colleagues and staff. Try waiting I do if you know the fear. Yeah, he's trying to tell you some celebrities have done what he did and couldn't come back from it. Probably they did it and lost all their fans. But here he is, still trying to wax strong, fight his way through, And that being said, this album Boy Alone wasn't received the way it's supposed to. His first EP did well. First EP that had the song I Want to Load, all the songs. This EP went, I wouldn't even say platinum, let me use the word viral, So this right here would have done the same thing, but what he's trying to say here explains it more better. This affected the sales of his album. This affected so many things. But he is a fighter. He will get up. One mind is actually telling him to disappear. That's what it means with the next line. One mind is telling him to give it up, after all his stardom. So this inner voice kept on telling him something that will aid him, help him end himself. But thank God Soso was there to help. He has prayed. But after, praying, he realized he actually broke the commandment. There are way things are done in the industry. Music is not done by the star you've seen alone. The musician is just one part of the music business. Behind him, they have so many people, from a brand manager to a marketing manager to strategic manager to A&R to P&R. Even as Instagram post, he doesn't handle it alone. I don't even think the admin who sees about his Instagram will endorse him posting a girl he just, fell in love with. So after that, he's telling Soso he can't stay one place. Like his mind is, everywhere, for God's sake, Soso should come take his pain away. After that, the chorus went in again, which is very explanatory. Soso, come take his pain away. So the second verse was where he played with a little bit of word. He said shibiri, shibiri, they are talking shibiri, which means people are there just talking rubbish about him. Shibiri is like rubbish. People are just, yapping their mouths, without knowing what he went through. The next line went to say, water no get enemy till you fall for shibiri. This is a metaphor which translates as water don't have enemy. But is it actually true? You have to fall into an ocean to know if water really have enemy or not, So yeah, what he meant with this one metaphorically is, people say love is the best thing that can happen to you. But when love turns around and strike on you, it is very devastating. Getting up from it is very difficult. So that's what he meant with that line. So after that, he was like, he has poto his eyes, which actually translates as he has shed tears till his eyes got sticky. You know, 10 shots, he has drank a whole lot of cognac or whiskey. I don't know his brand, but he has drank to the level that is high. And some people, they drink and get high to the extent that they believe they are next to God. Like God is on the same level with them. Like sky-wise, they've gone beyond the sky. That's how high they are. So that's what he's trying to tell you. He has gotten so high, drinking to forget the pain, that he felt like he's, way high to where God is. The next line went to say he has cried and also cut his dreadlock. So this is quite a huge pain for him. But the good thing is he's coming back from all these adversaries he's faced, and it will only make him a better person. That being said, the chorus came in again on the pre-hook. That's quite an easy song if you see it from a face value. But behind it, there's a very big story to it. A story many of you will know. And that's why I brought it to Here You Know. So yeah, that's also for you. So if you're here with me till the end, I want to say a very big thank you to you all. And please check if you've really subscribed. If you've not, try subscribe. It's just a click. It's free of charge. Click on the like button if you enjoyed the content you just listened to. And the notification bell, turn it on so you get a notification whenever I drop a new content. And that being said, I'll say, until the next time, love yourself, give yourself the best, and share love. See you on the next video. Ciao.
Listen.